All right, so this is the medium/high fidelity prototype of the City of Phoenix app. This would be the main page that would come up if a user clicks on the icon on their home screen. So this will be the main page, and then they would go ahead and click enter. And then it takes them to this user page where they will need to put in their username and their password. Now, assuming that they do not have an account already set up, then they can go ahead and click that sign up button behind the password code, and it will bring them to this page. And in this page, don't know why there's things missing. On this page, they will fill in their full name, their address, city, zip code, and their state. And then they would click submit. So like they can click each of these and type their name or whatever the field is asking and move on. Okay, then they hit submit. Then it would bring them to this page where they would come up with their username. And then this shouldn't be here. Oh, this is a password. They would come up with their password. Don't know why it's not saying the password. And then they would confirm their password, and then they would click submit. Okay, and then it will bring them back to this page. Now, if the user already had an account and they needed to reset their password, they could just go ahead and click on forgot password right in the bottom. And from here, it shows that they're under reset password. They need to put their username and email address, and password. That's what they would need to put there. Well, not their password, their username and email address, as I said the first time, sorry. Then they would go ahead and reset their password, and it'll give them this little notification, and then they can just go back, and it takes them back to this main page. So then on this main page, they can click both of those fields, type in their username, type in their password, and move on. And they hit submit. And then it will take them to this. This is the main page, the main home page of the app. And it has a few different sections. Okay. And in this case, the user will go ahead and click that second button, the resident button, which would then take them here. Again, this is assuming that the person has already had an account and they just went ahead and signed in and they already added these onto their home screen. From here, you can see that there is a back button that will take them back to the previous page. If I click it, I go back to the previous page. There is also the add button down there, which will pop up and bring up more pages. The settings button at the bottom and a profile button in the bottom corner. Now, if we go ahead and click bills, it'll go ahead and take us to this. And this is where the resident would need to add their different accounts. So if we click that add button right there, it will bring us here. And we would need to select which accounts we want to add. So I just clicked water, electric, gas, and click submit. And then it would bring us here to set up each different one. This will be the water one, electric, and gas setup. So then after the user puts in all that information and everything's verified, this screen will come up when they log in and click on billing. It will come to this screen where it shows their bill and it shows the amount that is owed on that bill. And then the button at the bottom turns into pay bills. So they can click pay bill, and then they can select which bill they would like to pay. Or if they would like to pay all of their bills, they can just highlight all and then click submit, which would then prompt them to set up auto pay. So either they can click one-time payment, or yes, they can click auto pay. In this instance, we're going to click yes to set up auto pay. So then it would ask them for their account number, their address, their zip, and then their bank information. So the bank, the account number, and the routing number. So when they hit submit, it then will ask them what day would they like to set up the payment, and they can click right there and put in whatever date, which not quite doing it correctly right now, but they can put in the date and then hit submit. And then on this page, it would show the date and the amount of money that they're confirming to pay for auto pay. So when they hit confirm, it goes to a congratulations page, and then they can close that page, which takes them back to the main page. And then something new back on this main page, since they went ahead and they set up auto pay, or even if they did a one-time payment, there will be a pending payment button at the bottom now that they can also click. So from here, there are 3 buttons at the bottom. So if we were to click the settings button, it would then take us to a settings page with notifications, auto pay, and display. We can click notifications, and we can toggle these as we so choose. Okay. Again, there's back button on every page, but we're going to go ahead and keep going forward. So this is the notification page. We can also go to the profile from here if we wanted to, and click that little link in the bottom corner, and it brings us to this page. I'm not sure why so many of these aren't showing up, but this is the name, address, phone number, email address at the bottom, resident, if they're a resident or not, all of that would show up on this page. Okay. And there's also this home button in the bottom, and the home button is on pretty much every page. All right, now from this main home page, we can also click that little plus button, and it will bring us here to bring up all the options that we haven't added to our screen just yet. And we'll go ahead and add community college. We'll click that plus button, and there we go. It added to our main screen. So that's the basic workings of the City of Phoenix app.